Tonight, the White House is trying to contain the fallout after President Trump's former national security advisor pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI. KCAL9's Tom Waite is live in our newsroom right now with those fast-moving developments still happening tonight. Tom?
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. You might remember General Flynn. He's the man who led chants of "lock her up" at the Republican National Convention, of course, referring to then candidate Hillary Clinton. Now Flynn is facing a lot of trouble of his own. Retired General Michael Flynn entered court Friday and pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about conversations he had with then Russian ambassador to the U.S., Sergei Kislyak, during the presidential transition. CBS News has learned Flynn was directed to reach out by President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, described in court papers as a very senior member of the transition team. On December 22, 2016, Flynn called Kislyak to urge Russia to delay or defeat a United Nations resolution concerning Israeli settlements. A week later, Flynn spoke to Kislyak again, this time about new sanctions imposed on Russia. Flynn made that call after consulting with someone court papers identify as a senior transition official. CBS News has learned that was Flynn's deputy, KT McFarland. After the second Kislyak call, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced he would not retaliate for the U.S. sanctions, and President-elect Trump tweeted Putin was very smart. Senator Mark Warner is the ranking Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee.
General Flynn is one more example of the extent of ties between senior officials involved in the Trump efforts and the Russians.
President Trump is not mentioned in the court documents as being aware of Flynn's phone calls. Top Republicans stopped short of coming down hard on the president.
So far, all of the charges and guilty pleas haven't been about colluding with the Russians.
Flynn released a statement saying his actions were wrong and his guilty plea was in the best interests of my family and of our country. As the drama unfolded in Washington, here at home, Hillary Clinton was in town for her book signing. She would only say this about Flynn's guilty plea. Analysts say Flynn's guilty plea and agreement to cooperate with the special counsel could have major consequences for the White House. Loyola law professor Justin Levitt was a deputy assistant attorney general in the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice.
This is really a centipede. We've seen the first shoes fall, but there's an awful lot more feet with an awful lot more shoes ready to hit the floor.
The president fired Flynn after just 24 days for lying to the vice president about his communications with Kislyak. Flynn was released without bail today. He faces up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.